Don't want to tempt fate or anything, but as I sit here, fate I should say, as I sit here, United they were losing 2-0 just before I came on. Unless things have changed, we're all Grimsby fans this evening, right? Welcome Grimsby Town and thank you for the laughs. I couldn't believe it, mate. I couldn't. And I seen the second goal. I seen just the highlight of the first one, but I watched the second goal live as I'd swapped over channels. And Onana is just all kinds of awful. Like, really, really all kinds of awful. How on earth did they spend that much money on him? What can you do except laugh, smile and move on? Losing 2-0 to a League Two side is bamboozling. And the really mad part is, Joseph, it isn't United's first team, but it's a pretty strong United team. No Bruno in the starting 11, but he is on the bench. But they had Cunha on, they had Sesko on. It is a strong United team. And like you said, to be 2-0 down against Grimsby is not what United fans and Ruben Amorim are going to want. So they need to rescue that. Because remember, they've no European football this year. So if they get knocked out of the League Cup, we all know they ain't winning the Prem. So it's down to the FA Cup straight away then for United, or the season's nearly over. Lewis said, Man United are the gift that keeps on giving. They are, but I hope they continue to give. I can't lie, mate. I do. I hope they continue to give. It is all kinds of funny seeing the situation at the minute because, remember, they spent £220 million on forwards. Let's not forget that. Manchester United, as I sit here right now, have the biggest net spend of any Premier League club in this window. United. They're back. Victor said, "Oh, Nana, what's the score? Oh, Nana, what's the score?" Man, how can you spend 200 mil without having a top keeper? Speaking about addressing symptoms instead of structure. Yep, they're lopsided. And even at that, they spent 220 million and how many goals have they had so far in the opening, 2.5 games now? From that £220 million strike force. Cunha was supposed to be Cantona, remember? According to Omar Barada, he was coming in to be the new Eric Cantona. They really do just love to dig themselves a hole, but you know what? Enjoy it. Enjoy every second of it. We're Liverpool fans. We should be. Mark said Grimsby Town currently 4th in League 2. 3 wins, 2 draws from 5 games. 10 goals scored, 5 conceded. And last year they finished 9th. There you go. And United found their level anyway. I think we found that much out. Mark Palmer said Amorim needs to get sacked. Russell Martin to United. You've nailed it, bro. I'll get on that bandwagon, Mark. Let's do it. Russell Martin to United. Here we go. Let's make it happen. Oh, it was nearly 3-0, but it was ruled out for offside. Grimsby almost went 3-0 up. Oh, lads. Do you know what? There's no covering up this nonsense. I can't wait to hear from the likes of Neville and all if they get knocked out. Because they always give it to Biggin. Like, Neville has United again. He's fucking deluded. Like, honestly, why do they even go to Gary Neville for opinion on United when they're doing their predictions? Because it's never realistic. I'm still waiting for Solanke to have the biggest impact of any player last season. That was his show. And he has United in the Champions League spots. On what basis? On what basis is Gary Neville put United into the Champions League spots? On what? It's delusional. Absolutely delusional. If they get top 7, they'll have had a good season. There's no way they're getting top 4. Not a hope. Spurs are way ahead of them. Newcastle are ahead of them. As in, with the levels of performance that they can put out there. It's shocking. I don't get it. It's just such pointless exercise asking Neville for an opinion on United or to try and take anything he says on them seriously. Imagine United are out of the competition before Liverpool have even kicked the ball in it. That would be hilarious. Just Henry said, I feel bad for Sesko because of the wrong decision. Again, I got laughed at when I said that. People talk about my football opinions like I'm wet behind the ears and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. If there's one thing on this planet I know, it's football. I said exactly that. Sesko should have gone to Newcastle. And all United fans were like, why? We're a bigger club. Fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. Clearly obvious why. 1, he had a far better team around him if he went to Newcastle. 2, Champions League football, which United ain't getting again. So I'll never understand it. It was the wrong decision. Whoever advised them shit the bed massively, in my opinion. And a move to Newcastle would have been a far better one for him. And I'm going to die on that hill. LFC Cal said, who's more delusional? Arsenal fans or Neville when he talks about United? Neville. At least Arsenal fans have some reason to feel optimistic. They've had good finishes in the last few years. They've got Champions League football again. They've invested pretty heavily in the transfer market. So I would say, look, Arsenal fans are delusional a lot of the time. Don't get me wrong, but Neville's just lost the plot when he talks about United, in my opinion. Like, how are we supposed to take anything he says around United seriously when he's putting them in Champions League spots for what? It's not based off anything that we're seeing. It's just based off vibes. Oh, they've equalised. Maguire. I told you they'd probably get that fucking equaliser. Look, that's all they have, isn't it? Lash Maguire up top and hope for a miracle. But there you go, 2-2. United fans want Amram out tonight. Do they really? Come on. Surely they're a bit mixed on it. Do you know, Amram deserves to be sacked for one reason. Not because of anything to do with what's going on the pitch. So I don't have to listen to that fucking song. That United fan song that they drone on and on. I can't be arsed with that song. For that reason alone, I want him gone, because I cannot listen to that song for another few years. It just, every time, just droning on and on with the song over and over. Some wanted him sacked at half-time, said Mancy. Be a shame if Bruno had to hand back his missed penalty title tonight. Again, he turned down huge money in the Saudi Pro League to stay with that United team. Now, if you're a United fan, you're thinking, thank you, Bruno, that's brilliant. But, if you're him, are you having any second thoughts now, thinking, well, I'm about to win nothing here? Do we think Kobe Mainoo leaves United, by the way, before the window shuts? I know he's been linked with moves away. For whatever reason, it doesn't look like he's getting much love from Ruben Amorim there. So what do we think happens if Mainoo leaves? Surely United won't sell him to a Premier League team. You'd have to imagine they'll try and force him over to Germany or, I don't know, Spain or somewhere like that. And also, what happened about their money problems? They were running out of money in a few weeks, according to Jim Radcliffe at one point. Now they're the biggest net spenders in the Premier League summer transfer window, sacking off staff left, right and centre. Keane said, knowing Onana, he'll have a worldie on pens. Whatever happens now, though, it's comical for United. It doesn't matter. They were taken to penalties by a League Two side. So if they win on penalties, so be it. But they were still dragged to penalties, went life and death with a League Two side. So, and with a strong team out that featured Cunha, Sesko. So it's not like they put out the kids. 12-11 to Grimsby and still going. Alex said you were right earlier, Craig. United have well and truly found their level. Yep, I think we can definitely say life and death now with Grimsby. No matter what else happens, United have gone life and death here. This is mental. I don't think I've ever... United are out. Are they out? It's over. They're gone. Is that right? Can I get a confirmation on that? They're out. Losing to Grimsby on panels and they're out. It's over. Grimsby win. Whoop whoop. Football wins. Oh, let's hear the Amram song again there, lads. Come on, I love that song. Oh my days. Yes, Grimsby. Wow. 12-11 Grimsby. Mboma hit the bar. Oh, there we go. So now we've got the draw coming up, which United won't be in, just in case you're just joining us. Oh my days. So, Grimsby Town through to the third round of the League Cup, the round in which the big boys only enter. So, oh lads, imagine we got Grimsby in the draw now. Oh my days. That's mad. Peter said that game will become a meme. Ruben Amorim, the man that was brought back to restore the glory days, got knocked out by Grimsby. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. That's made my night now. Whatever else happens, that's made my night.